Charlie vs. the Dream, written and illustrated by Crazy Joker. Dedicated to my family, friends, and teachers. Charlie was a little boy whose family was very poor. In fact, the only thing they had enough money to eat was carrots. That all changed one day when Charlie found $2,000 while walking home from school. He ran to his house and showed his parents. And right away his dad brought a giant TV. Charlie's mom was very upset. She said, "What have you done? You wasted all of the money." The two parents argued at lunch and dinner. Charlie just couldn't take it. He ran upstairs and read his favorite book, the VFG, until he fell asleep. He had a horrible dream when he slept. He was in a dark place and there was no one else there. There was just a fire burning on his stick and broken glasses. On the ground, he sat down and saw lightning in the distance. Suddenly, he was struck and everything turned black. He started crying. He couldn't stop. Out of nowhere, two giants walked towards him. Charlie thought it was an earthquake, so he tried to hide behind a rock. Charlie said, "Help, Dad, help." No one answered. He tried again, but still no answer. The giants saw Charlie. The first giant said something to the little boy. "Want to come to have something to eat? We can take you to our kitchen." Charlie replied, "Sure, that sounds nice." He walked with the giants to their home and noticed a huge pot in the kitchen. The two old giants said, "Get into that pot. You can have a wonderful sleep inside." Charlie noticed something on the other side of the kitchen. "What is that book over there?" Charlie asked. "It's just a book. Don't worry about that. Just get into the pot, little ant person," the giant said. "Should I do it?" Charlie wondered. As he got into the pot, he realized it was a trap. The giants nodded and said, "Time for our dinner." Charlie tried to escape, but the giant kept pushing his head back into the pot. He tried again, thinking he could go through one of the giant's legs. He ran for the door and opened it, but the other giant held him. Charlie wiggled free and fell to the ground. He kept running until he reaches the real world. It was almost 8:30 in the morning, which is when he usually woke up. For school, he put his shirt on and packed his lunch, and his mom drove him to school. On the drive, they talked about Charlie's dream. Charlie said, "Good thing it's just a dream." I will tell you 3 reasons my own story, Charlie vs. the Dream, is inspired by Roald Dahl. First, Roald Dahl uses people from his real life. For example, in the BFG, Sophie is one of his daughters. In my story, I use Charlie from my after school program. The dream I wrote about is like the story in Danny's dad tells him in Danny the champion of the world. Second Roald Dahl, his child protagonist. For example, from the James and the Giant Peach is a child. Almost every protagonist in the first word in the book's title. For example, in George's Marvelous Medicine, George is the protagonist. In my story, Charlie is the protagonist, so I put his name as the first word in the title. Third Roald Dahl includes its main characters. For example, in Matilda, the Trunchbull pulls Matilda's hair and throws her out the house. Another mean grown-up is the Grand High Witch and the Witches. She traps the boy clearly. You know how my story is inspired by Roald Dahl. Yo, my nickname is Crazy Joker, and I go to Stevenson Elementary School. I am a student in room 2. I live with my mom, Jean, my dad, Taylor, and my brother, Ian. My mom is 42 years old, and she likes to play games like Chef Town. My dad is 41 years old. He likes to play football. My brother is 4 years old, and he likes Transformer 4. I like school because we use computer to practice math. I like taking breaks because we get to rest and calm ourselves down. My hobbies are playing video games like Minecraft. I also interested in engineering and playing soccer. My most favorite thing to do is playing sports like football and basketball. Thank you for taking your time to read my story.